I'm Gisela, I'm from Barcelona.
We are in front of the Embassy of Mexico. Today we're going to be able to visit it from the inside. I'm very excited, I'm super nervous, I've never done this before, but the Ambassador of Mexico is having us, so I think he's going to arrive at any moment, so let's wait for him on this beautiful day in the Netherlands.
Mexico is a country rich in history, tradition, and culture, and is made up of 31 states and one federal district. It is the third largest country in Latin America and has a population of more than 100 million people. Mexico's rural areas are still inhabited by indigenous peoples, and many of the pre-Columbian ruins, like the Mayan pyramids, still exist.
Buenos días, embajador.
How are you?
You are on a bike, ambassador on a bike. I didn't really expect that.
Always. How are you?
Wow, I'm fine, thank you. Ambassador, do you like your bike?
Oh yes.
And here is a gallery. As you see, the paintings of Moza Saracho. She's young and very talented. And she picked a very Dutch topic, which is the tulips. And also what we have is this beautiful patio that with a good weather, we can use it also for entertaining part of the public here. This is the Embassy of Mexico to the Netherlands, and this is mid-size for the Mexican standards of diplomatic representations. And as you saw, we have here also the Consulate of Mexico. We give and provide a lot of consular services to the community.
Your Excellency, what can you tell us about your career as an ambassador?
It's a long one. Yes, I'm a lawyer by formation. Got a law degree from Mexico City, and after that I got a degree in political science in the London School of Economics years ago. And I started working in the Mexican government as a lawyer in several federal government agencies. And at some point in my career, I was invited to join the Foreign Service. And I started in the Mexican consulate in Los Angeles, California, which is the biggest consular office that we have in the world because of the size of the Mexican community that lives in California, in Los Angeles. Then the government changed and I was appointed ambassador of Mexico to Guatemala, which is our southern border. So I had the opportunity to see Mexico from the north and also from the south.
Is there any difference between your former posted country and the current one that you're holding in the Netherlands?
Yes, but several differences, because Guatemala is our neighbor. We share 1,000 kilometers of border. We have all the topics of our imaginations are in the agenda, in the bilateral agenda with Guatemala. We have a very sensitive relation that deals with drug trafficking, national security, migration, of course, trade and investment, cultural affairs, educational cooperation, and it's a very broad agenda. In the Netherlands, it's a little far away from Guatemala to Mexico, geographically speaking. We have historical relations with this country. The Netherlands were one of the first countries to recognize the Mexican independence in 1828. And since then, we have had always a very good relations. We participate together in the climate change. We certainly are together in that very important issue. And Mexico and the Netherlands also participate in what we see as the promotion of free trade in the world and the respect of human rights and democracy. We are together almost in all the international multilateral fora. We also share all our beliefs in disarmament and in control of weapons of mass destruction. That is also very important.
What is the current situation in Mexico in terms of economy, in terms of politics, tourism, that you would like to tell us about?
Well, since many years ago, Mexico is doing fine in the economic field. I would say that the economy in Mexico is also growing, perhaps not as large as we would love to have, but it's growing. and Mexico is moving now to a middle-class country. We are fighting poverty with a lot of programs and investments and the creation of jobs. And as you know, we are a free trade country. We really believe in trade and in investment as the engine of growth. So I can tell you that the economy is doing fine, although, of course, we have to work more in the investment and in the creation of jobs, and looking for, of course, the equality of the Mexicans in a better distribution of the wealth. But what I can tell you also is that with the strategic and reforms that was promoted by the President of Mexico, President Peña Nieto, we have better opportunities for growth. One is a very sensitive reform of the energy sector, oil and gas, and also we have now a very important reforms in other areas like education, telecommunications, the banking system, that invite the investors in Mexico to participate more in our economic development.
In your opinion, what do you think the Netherlands and Mexico can learn from each other?
I think there's a lot of things that we can learn from the Dutch in water, and we are doing that because the Netherlands is very good in the administration, control, and use of a natural resource that is essential not only for Mexico, but of the rest of the world. In the case of Mexico, we learn from the Netherlands, and we are doing that, the very good organization that you have, the infrastructure that you have in this country. In fact, a very important Dutch firm is working in the creation of the new Mexico City airport that is going to be the major infrastructure work in Latin America. On the other hand, I think the Dutch can learn a lot of things from Mexico in tourism, in the tourist hospitality, the attention, the services that we can provide to the tourists, and because we have a lot of things to teach to the world on that.
What goals would you like to see accomplished before you leave?
Well, there is not any specific goal that I can say or that I can answer. There's a lot of things together that I am working with and that I will love to be continue. One is this traditional friendship between Mexico and the Netherlands, the partnership that we have, and to see much more investments from the Netherlands in Mexico and also from Mexico here.
As a final question, can you finish this sentence for me, please? The lesson in life of Embajador Ibarrola would be?
Well, live with intensity. Enjoy everything that you are doing in life and do it well. Do it well.
Okay, thank you for the advice, and thank you for having us in your country and in the Embassy of Mexico in The Hague. After you.
Thanks for watching Diplomat TV. For any feedback, ideas, or suggestions about our program, please email us at contact@diplomattv.com.